Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. Yesterday I posted this video to Instagram where I'm playing a complicated sounding foot ostinato while my hands are switching meters over top. And I received a few messages from people asking me how I played it. So I put together this PDF file that you can grab at my website, christianjohnsondrums.com, download it and print it out so you can play along. And I'll show you how to play it. You know, it's actually not really a difficult concept. I'm basically playing a waltz ostinato and then moving where my left foot is playing it. I played on the hi-hat once, then I played on the other bass drum the other time, and that's how I get that cool sound. And then over it, I'm playing a regular rock backbeat. So grab that PDF. I'm going to play the video again so you can see it, and then I'll break it down for you after that. Welcome to my feet. What's funny is I was filming and I realized I was doing all these hand gestures and I totally forgot that the camera was on my feet and all you saw was like static feet. So maybe I'll do some like foot gestures so you know that I'm still here for real. If you've got that PDF, the very first exercise is the standard waltz. The way that one works is there's a quarter note on the kick and then you got your two hi-hat beats afterward. And you've got quarter notes on the ride and a snare drum playing on the second measure, first beat. And that sounds like this. It's in 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's how that goes. Now the next one is in 6/8, and it actually sounds exactly the same. Instead of counting quarter notes, we're going to count eighth notes, and we're counting to 6. Here's what that one sounds like: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here's where things get a little hairy. We're staying in 6/8. And we're playing the same sticking, if you will, right? The feet are staying the same. But what I'm doing is I'm moving my left foot over to the kick drum for the first set of 3 notes. In 6/8, that would be 1, 2, 3. And then I'm moving over back to the hi-hat for the second set of 3. 1, 2, 3. That sounds like this now. Feet only is... Now, with my hands, I'll play the waltz, eighth notes in my right hand on my ride, and a backbeat on beat 4 with that foot pattern. And this is what it sounds like. And I'll do it kind of nice and slow, too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay, as you can tell, I had a little foot spaz. This is hard, and I can't always play it. So, so I'm glad I'm having to teach it because that forces me to be better at it. But I know you guys can play it. I have full faith in you. Now the last one, I move the hands over to 6/4. So instead of playing eighth notes, I'm playing quarter notes on the ride, and the snare drum is now playing on beats 2, 4, and 6. Now, 6/8 and 6/4 are pretty closely related time signatures. There are 12 eighth notes in a measure of 6/4. It's kind of like having 2 measures of 6/8 back to back in one measure of 6/4. So if you think of it that way and you look at what I've written, the foot pattern kind of looks that way. It kind of looks like 2 measures of 6/8 next to each other. this is where you get that rock feel, is that I'm putting the backbeat on 2, 4, and 6 and the quarter notes on the ride. Just audibly, things get really kooky, but really, and this is why I say it's kind of like a simple concept, is not a whole lot changes. I'll build this one again, nice and slow, and please bear with me because, man, I still mess this thing up after like 3 measures. So here we go. I almost got to 4 in a row. So that's the concept. Now, the thing that gets tricky, and if you think about it, I think it makes it harder, is the backbeat. Because it's on 2, 4, and 6 now, it actually lines up with a different part of the foot ostinato every time. The very first one lines up with the second kick on the left side here. So if I'm playing 1 and 2, it's lining up with that. 1 and 2, right? Okay, that's the first snare drum hit. The second snare drum hit lines up with the first right foot in the pattern. The last one lines up with a hi-hat. That moves around. And so I think if you're really focusing on that, it actually might make it a little difficult. Now the modulation happens, and that's where things I think go up the next level. You have your 6/8, and I believe in the video I just played a quarter note with the kick. If you want to, you can play 8th notes on your right hand to maybe make it easier, to keep 8th notes on the right hand, so you can do that. And you could do that, throughout the rock part and the 6/8. I'll go through now and I'll try to recreate the magic that was the video, since I thought it was pretty difficult to play, and we'll see how it goes. And I actually might do it with 8th notes because that might make it easier for me too. All right, so here we go. There you go. One way that I'm able to play this is I really let my feet go on autopilot. And this, that sort of ostinato, I've been playing that for a long time. I don't know why, for some reason, I decided to start moving my feet around like that just that day that I made that video. But it would be really good to get that to a place where you're not really thinking about your feet, and then your hands move around is much easier. Okay, so there you have it. Waltz ostinato in the feet, moving the left foot so you get the 2 different sound sources, playing modulation with your hands on top. And it can be kind of difficult. The very last time I played it, I put 8th notes on the ride. That really helped. The first time I recorded this, like I was saying, my feet were kind of on autopilot. So I was just kind of, the whole thing was kind of on autopilot for me. So going back and trying to recreate that, I did really struggle with it. It's definitely something that I know I can do, but I definitely felt more comfortable playing the 8th notes, at least for this demonstration. If you get a chance, poke around on my website, christianjohnsondrums.com. If you like this video, like it, subscribe on YouTube, give me a like if it's Instagram. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.